The adaptation of the 1-ton chassis to take an armoured body in 1939 led to the appearance of the Sd.Kfz 250 series for service in the reconnaissance units of panzer and motorised divisions. The interior was designed to carry the driver, commander and 4 troopers. The armour gave the crew protection from small arms fire. Although a number of prototypes of the 250 were tested in Poland, production was delayed and the first machine did not leave the production line until June 1941. The 250 spawned a family of variants. 2 can be seen in this footage of the recce unit of the 1st SS Division in France in 1942. The 250-10 mounts a Pak-36 and the 253 radio command variant a frame aerial. As production of the 250 expanded, film of the type begins to increase. This from the 1942 campaign in southern Russia shows the basic 250 armoured personnel carrier, pack-armed and radio versions engaged in the advance on Rostov-on-Don. For self-defence, the 250s carried an MG-34 mounted on the forward upper hull. Often a second MG-34 was carried on the upper rear hull mounting. It can also be seen how the troops of the section also employ their own personal weapons, such as the MP-38, for firing from within the vehicle. The prominently displayed swastika flag on the bonnet of this 250 was a necessary recognition device to avoid being strafed by their own aircraft. The light armoured radio half-track Sd.Kfz 253 was one of the most important of the variants and was employed for communications control over motorised formations. Most famous of the 1-ton half-tracks was that employed by Erwin Rommel when commander of the Afrika Korps. As the propaganda department made great play of his exploits, his command half-track emblazoned with the name Gref or Griffin was frequently seen in the newsreels. These standard 1-ton armoured personnel carriers and supporting 250-10s are part of the force that Hitler ordered to move into and take over southern France following the Anglo-American landings in North Africa in November 1942. Unhappiness with the performance of the 4-wheeled 222 armoured car in Russia led to its replacement in mid-1943 with a variant of the 250 half-track mounting exactly the same 20mm armed 10-sided turret. Designated the Sd.Kfz 259, production began in May 1943. Operated by a crew of 3, it carried 100 rounds of 20mm ammunition for its Kwk-38 cannon and was provided with a coaxial MG-34 or 42 machine gun. This variant was used by the recce detachments of Army and Waffen-SS panzer divisions and motorised formations. 4,250 of the original 250 were produced up until October 1943, when a major redesign of the armour configuration to facilitate easier and more rapid production led to the appearance of the Sd.Kfz 250 new model. The most distinctive feature of the new body shape was the inclusion of more flat armour plates. Many of the variants on the old body were continued with the new type, although most completed were of the standard APC body. Service continued to be mainly in the armoured reconnaissance detachments. The rapidly declining war situation in 1944 led to the decision to drop the 250 in favour of the Sd.Kfz 251. By the time of phase-out in 44, 2,378 of the new 250 had been produced.